Programs aimed at addressing domestic violence feeling the pinch of the partial federal government shutdown.
We have found several examples today, organizations that would normally be reimbursed by federal dollars, but with the shutdown now in its 20th day, that's not going to happen.
On your side now, reporter Laura Holm taking a look at the impact on shelters for survivors of domestic violence. Laura joins us now live in the studio. So Laura, tell us what these programs do and what they're facing right now.
Well, there's emergency shelter, but a lot of it comes down to advocacy for survivors, having someone there in court, at the hospital, even developing a safety plan. And all of that is at stake right now.
If things don't resolve quickly, where do we go from here?
Because of the shutdown, the Avalon Center in Crossville says they've drastically scaled back services for domestic violence survivors, furloughed most of their staff, and right now they're only providing their 24-hour hotline and shelter.
Right now, we're just kind of trying to wait things out. We're going to continue to provide shelter as long as we're financially able. That would be the last thing to go.
Avalon Center's total budget is 75% federally funded. Executive Director Rachel Bruning says they're setting aside money, but board members are having emergency planning meetings.
We do have a line of credit that we are going to really reserve for the bitter end, and hopefully things don't last that long, but you never know.
In Knoxville, the Family Justice Center relies on federal funding through the state in reimbursements, financing 3 of their 6 staffers.
We just sent in our request for reimbursement, but we won't get that money until the federal government opens back up.
I'm told some money has been set aside, but their board members will be meeting, deciding to take out loans or halt services.
This is a concerning shutdown. And right now, I mean, it's the longest it's been, and we're not hearing a lot of resolution.
50 to 60% of the Family Justice Center's total budget is made up of federal funding, and leaders say it's victim advocacy that's at stake.
The most dangerous time for a victim is when they're thinking about leaving, and right after they leave. They need people who are supporting them through that and helping them do that in the safest way possible.
Domestic violence organizations saying keep reaching out and not to worry.
If I had time to be scared, I might, but I don't have time. I have work to do.
There's a common thread at CEASE, a domestic violence center in Morristown. I spoke with their executive director, Donna Kelly, who says 83% of their budget is federally funded. For January, they've taken out a line of credit, continuing services, things like legal advocacy, court services, and care at their shelters. Kelly says if the shutdown continues, they may have layoffs starting February 1st. In the meantime, board members are working to raise donations. Kelly says they'll do everything in their power to keep shelters open and their 24-hour hotline going. Kelly stresses they're committed to caring for survivors, even if resources are scaled back. Ladies.
All right, Laura, thank you so much. You hate to hear this, and really with so few options right now for these nonprofits, there are a number of ways that you can actually help out.
Yeah, 83%. A lot of money. These domestic violence organizations tell us it can be as simple as a financial donation from you to help them out, as well as food, cleaning supplies, or toiletries. They can use all those things within their shelters. We have those links and more information for you on our website and in our app. Just be sure to click on the As Seen On section.